So, back for some more VGC 18, and it's going to be a new team because it is a new week, but I am perfectly aware that I did not manage to get a video up on the Friday for the Mega Low Punny team, and you can blame Windows for that, because on the Friday, when I went to turn on my computer, it decided it wanted to go and update itself without telling me, and as most people should know, when a computer updates itself on the new version of Windows, it always makes it worse. It always makes it worse, and the way it made it worse was that I could not connect to the internet and I could not pick up my microphone at all. So I couldn't record the video on the Friday and I couldn't upload the video either. So no video on the Friday, but I do want to get back to having the nice numbers, because I was saying I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then all the multiples like that. So this week is going to be slightly off, but I will have a fun conventionality on the weekend, but I'll also have an extra Believe in Boyt, probably with that low punny team, just for one more, so I can have 5 with that, just to make up for that. But so that's the reason why I missed the low punny, the final low punny video, and I wasn't able to record over the weekend either because I was attending 2 mid-season showdowns on the Saturday and the Sunday. I did actually end up winning both of them, so that's an extra 100 points in CP, which is really, really nice. Now on 260, so I'm only 40 points away from qualifying for Worlds. So I almost got my invite for 2018 with only VGC 17. But there we go. We'll have to find those 40 points elsewhere. But I used Danganadel last week, and this team that you're seeing right now has BLACEPHALON and STAKATAKA in it. So, and I wanted to feature both of the new Ultra Beasts anyway, so thought it would be fitting to go on with this team. So basically, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago now, Baz was playing around with STAKATAKA, Camerupt, and Oranguru, and he had a Smeargle as well, and then I decided to try out the team. I added BLACEPHALON and Tapu Bulu, just to see what it was like, and I actually managed to climb to 3rd on the showdown ladder with it, which was pretty good. I've changed Smeargle to Staraptor now, just because I want to see what that's like, because I think that Staraptor could be a nice way of getting up Trick Room as well. See if we can get one of the new musics. Go through 1 and 2 of Necrozma and see which one is better. But yeah, this team climbed like quickly. It went pretty like within maybe an hour or two to 3rd place on the showdown ladder, which was pretty good. But then it just kept on going up and down. There was no real consistency behind it. So maybe there's some potential in the core of the team, but yeah, maybe not the most consistent version of it right now. But I'm gonna have some fun with it. So long as people are actually, well, they have actually completed the game by now, and I keep saying every single week that no one seems to have completed the game. No one seems to have got a team in game. It's been out for ages now. It's 3 weeks now, isn't it? Must be about 3 weeks. So why haven't people finished the game yet? You need to get on Battle Spot and challenge me right now, because still not going to find anyone. We're going to have our traditional... No, there we go. We're not going to have our traditional not finding anyone yet, but going to find some... Oh, okay. I didn't want to see Rain, because I wanted to show off one of the main ideas behind the team. You can probably see roughly how this team is supposed to function, but there we go. That's what I do for this. If I get up Trick Room, I should be okay. So I will lead with Oranguru, and I will lead with Tapu Bulu, I think, to threaten his rain mode. I do want STAKATAKA in the back. And for the final one, I'm not too sure. Like, Camerupt would be still okay, but when he's got his rain, it can't really touch the Salamence at all. It can still do reasonable damage to Bulu, reasonable damage to the rest, actually, to be fair. So I think I still will bring Camerupt, even though it's going to be against rain, because Earth Power still does a lot. Earth Power is not affected by the grassy terrain, so that won't be an issue. But it's pretty nice music. I like this. I've definitely heard it before, but yeah, I keep forgetting what it's like, because I'm so used to the other music. I barely listen to the others, to the new ones anyway. But it would be nice if I had inner focus on my Oranguru right now, but I don't, which is a shame, but we will have to deal with that. So does Oranguru take a Hydro Vortex? I do not know that. It would probably be smartest to protect the Oranguru, but he could very easily fake out into the Tapu Bulu. I will play it safe and protect, and I am choice banded with my Tapu Bulu, so I can't protect from any potential ice moves or his fake out. Like if I had protect, I'd probably go for a double protect here. I think I am just going to Wood Hammer his Politoed, because that's the main thing that's stopping my Camerupt. I'll be able to Erupt on everything else. So it looks like the Wood Hammer would have been better into the Ludicolo slot now. But are we going to see a Hydro Vortex or a Fake Out? It would be one of those two. Maybe an Ice Beam into Bulu, but I wouldn't expect that. Just regular Hydro Pump. Okay, okay. And this is choice banded. This is going to do a lot. This is still, look at that. That's a 2-shot on Aegislash. That's good damage. So now, do you reckon he's going to go for Hydro Vortex this time? I'm heavily expecting him to. I will go for the Trick Room anyway, and I will try and Wood Hammer into this Ludicolo now. I do 2-shot the Aegislash, but it could King Shield. I don't expect it to. It should probably Flash Cannon my Bulu, which is probably going to knock it out, but no, it's just going to be Ice Beam. Okay, he's ignoring my Oranguru and letting me to get up Trick Room, which is really nice of him. And Bulu should outspeed Aegislash, so we're going to take out this Ludicolo, which is really nice. And we're not, because it's Focus Sash. That was unexpected. I do live the recoil, and this is going to be Ghostium? Into Oranguru, please. That would be ideal if it's into Oranguru. It surely would be. Well, surely shouldn't be, but I bet this guy doesn't know. Oh, he does know. It's into Tapu Bulu. What a waste of a Z move. Like, okay. We take those. Best use of the Z move I've seen yet. But this is pretty good. This is pretty good, because I do get my Trick Room up now. So now, I could go for an Eruption. But pretty much every Aegislash is going to have White Guard right now. So I think I'll go with a slightly safer option this time. I will bring in Camerupt, because that is definitely the play right now. Instead, I will just Psychic the Ludicolo, and I will Earth Power. I do need to remember to Mega Evolve. Well, I don't need to this turn, because I would still get the Aegislash, but I'm going to Earth Power. I'm not messing around with a Wide Guard here. No switch outs as well, so that's really good. Nice. I think Mega Camerupt will be much more usable than it was in VGC 15, but he's gonna change back into Shield form more like. That's definitely fine. Like, I'll be taking out Ludicolo here unless he protects. He does protect. That's fine. Stalling out the Trick Room, but now I still get to Earth Power the Aegislash and Psychic the Ludicolo again. But does he play around that now? Do I go for an Eruption? Would Eruption even take out the Aegislash? I think what I'll do instead is instruct the Camerupt. He could switch into his Salamence. Because I'm just debating between Eruption and Earth Power, and I think I'm going to play slightly risky here and go for an Eruption. Expecting the Salamence to come in on the Aegislash slot. And, like, even in the rain... No? Okay, so... Even in the rain, this should knock out Aegislash? No? Okay, so... If he's min speed, I need to win the speed tie with Oranguru, because they both have the same base speed. So, if he was min speed, I win that speed tie. So I do still get the double knockout. That was slightly risking a Wide Guard, but surely you wouldn't Wide Guard on my just Earth Power and Psychic there. But that did cover a Salamence switch in onto the Aegislash, because if I went for Instruct Earth Power into the Aegislash slot and he switched into Salamence, I would get nothing out of that turn and I would lose my Camerupt to the Water move from Ludicolo. If I went for Earth Power Instruct into the Ludicolo slot, then it could have been a speed tie between Aegislash and Oranguru, and he could have won that and got the Shadow Ball damage onto my Camerupt. But this is fine. Because I can go for an Instruct and Earth Power into Politoed here, and it should 2-shot. So Camerupt, even in rain, is doing the work. He should probably double protect here, but then I still get my attack off with Camerupt. So things would still be fine. And Politoed is definitely the target here. So Mega Evolving straight away, but that doesn't really make a difference because he wouldn't underspeed anything as regular Metagross. I don't have any... Well, I do have a potential Staraptor in the back, but no, he's just going to attack this turn. That's interesting. So this needs to two-shot, and it just doesn't. That's a very bulky Politoed. Okay, that's really bad now. Unless I get a critical hit here. Because this that Earth Power does... Ooh, that's close, but... That Earth Power does two-shot Tapu Fini, so that's a very bulky Politoed, and very ballsy of him leaving his Metagross open for the Earth Power as well. Definitely losing Camerupt here. And it's going to take a Meteor Mash, okay, so he's not one of the smart people that should run Iron Head now, and he's going to get the attack boost just to rub it in, but there we go, okay. But now, I've only got Stakataka left. And Stakataka can't do too much to Metagross. I mean, the Gyrable will still chunk it a bit. I need him not to have Stomping Tantrum or Hammer On, but I'm going to go for a double Trick Room here, because he should double protect. And this is the final turn, because this is the final turn of Trick Room. He should double protect, so I'll get my Trick Room back up. And if he doesn't, then he's a Lord. There's one. And there's two. So that's one of the nice things about Stakataka and Oranguru paired together. You can make these double Trick Room plays. So that's really, really nice. So now, I just have to hope he doesn't have Stomping Tantrum or Hammer on his Metagross, and I should be okay. Because I will now go for an Instruct. And do I want to Gyrable the Politoed? Would a Gyrable take out Politoed? Maybe a Rock Slide's better. Because it can flinch as well. But it can also miss the Politoed. And if I miss the Politoed, then that's going to be killer. Since he was especially defensive enough to take 2 Earth Powers, he shouldn't have as much defense. No, I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide here, because I can flinch the Metagross as well, and it's gonna be accurate. See, this might even knock out Politoed with the Life Orb. Yeah, okay. So now he's got a 51% chance to flinch if I hit both Rock Slides. So even if he had something like Stomping Tantrum or Hammer On, then I would be okay. And I am the lonely Stakataka as well, so that I do get the attack beast boost. So ideally this hits, so I've got the flinch chance in my favour, which I do, so he's got a 51% chance to flinch now, which would be ideal. Okay, that's fine, because I'll be able to take a Meteor Mash, and Oranguru has already proven that it can, so things are looking pretty good now. So they did look a bit shaky when that Politoed did the double Earth Power, but double Trick Room was absolutely clutch, so I'm going to just Instruct, and I will shift to Gyrable now because it is 100% accurate, so... I'm pretty sure if he had the Stomping Tantrum or Hammer On, he would have gone for it that turn into Stakataka. Because that's definitely the threat. I don't see why he would Meteor Mash the Oranguru, but there we go. He would need to get the triple protect to have a chance, and even then he still needs to have the coverage move. So just make exactly the same play. And we should be good. Doesn't try for the double protect here, so I'll just knock him out in one Gyrable because of my attack boost and because he's so fast. Even though, well, with a critical hit, I would have expected that to knock him out, regardless, because a +1 with 150 base power Gyrable, even into what 145 defense of Metagross, it's still gonna do 50. So successful start. Looked very shaky at one point, but double protect is the play. Double protect? No, double Trick Room on the double protect is the play. So not bad. I do want to show off another mode of getting our Trick Room, because Tapu Bulu was not the intended lead to go that Oranguru. Oranguru is going to be led like 99% of the time. with this team. But I do want to show off one of the other modes. But I stopped paying attention to the music like 10 seconds in, but we'll have Necrozma 2 as well. So that was nice. That was nice. And hopefully people have got their teams now. Or are we going to keep up the tradition? We will see. But not bad. Like Mega Camerupt in rain, still the play. Somewhat. It needs to be a bit stronger on that Politoed, but yeah, because the Earth Power does two-shot Tapu. Well, most common Tapu Finis if you're calm, I guess. Well, yeah, that makes sense actually, because Politoads would be run calm, and Tapu Finis wouldn't. Like if they're calm, they would have almost no special defense investment anyway, and Politoed would have a lot. So it does make sense that the Earth Power didn't KO, but still a bit of a shame. It would have been just game-winning that turn if I'd have knocked it out, but it was good. It was good play from him, attacking with Metagross into the potential Earth Power onto it. So that was pretty good, but double Trick Room coming in clutch, which I think is a really nice thing you can do with a team. But maybe people will cotton on if it's the last turn of Trick Room and they see both STAKATAKA and Oranguru. Maybe they'll just attack, but at this very early stage, people just want to stall out the last turn of Trick Room. But there we go. Looks, it's getting close. It's getting close to the tradition. It's getting very close. Still surprised, but there we go. Yep, there's the tradition. Very nice, very nice. Got to keep it up. Got to keep up the traditions. That's the point of them being traditions. If they're not happening, then they're not traditions. So, you know. There we go. Maybe we have to wait until January for people to actually start properly, because that is when the new format officially starts. But surely you want to be getting in your practice now so that you're ahead of the game for 2018. Maybe some people are still focusing on, like, I think there's what, Memphis, and there's a special event in Italy, and there's an Australian regional as well. So I guess some people are still focusing on 2017. But that's only going to be some people. And there's a lot more people than just some people that play Pokemon, so the other people should be on Battle Spot playing VGC 18. Else I'm not going to be able to put out content. But didn't find someone immediately, because that seemed to be the other tradition, that we couldn't find someone and then immediately could. Like, where are the Japanese as well? Shouldn't the Japanese be online? There's always a Japanese guy that comes and saves us. From having no battles in the video, but no Japanese guys are playing at the moment, unfortunately. I also need to sort out my character in game, because I bought the very first clothes, like just some blue clothes, and that was it. I need to actually make my character look a bit better. Although I barely did anything in Sun and Moon, and then I had to give my game to Lou to actually get my character to look a bit decent. But there's Japanese guy. So what are we gonna have? Okay, interesting. Looks like a VGC 15 team. Although I don't think the Clefairy was. I think it was a Moongus instead of that, and then it was pretty much a VGC 15 team. But this looks pretty reasonable. Tyranitar has too much base HP. Well, potentially. If it's Choice Scarf, then it would be okay. Even though it's a bad idea, I'm going to see if I can pull off one of the main ways of getting up Trick Room here. I'll have STAKATAKA and Camerupt as well, I think. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because I probably should lead Tapu Bulu into a potential Tyranitar, but definitely scared off by a Salamence Tyranitar lead. And even if that's the lead, then this is not the lead. Don't leave what I am. But there we go. So I would expect a Tyranitar lead. And if there is one, then it's going to be awkward. Salamence Tyranitar. Well then, this is a good start. Sand or Intimidate? Intimidate, so it's not going to be a Choice Scarf Tyranitar. So, maybe leading with Staraptor was not the play as well. But if I'd have led with Tapu Bulu, then Salamence would have been bad. Like this is one of the reasons why Smeargle was originally on the team. Smeargle would have absolutely been the lead of choice against this. But that is not to be. I will try and Hidden Power Ice this Salamence. And I will attempt to Z Trick Room just in case the Tyranitar goes for Taunt instead. Yeah. He could very, very easily go for a Darkium into my Oranguru. And that would be a terrible turn 1. But it's Mega Salamence, obviously, not Mega Tyranitar. As it always should be, but there we go. Just return, that's going to knock out BLACEPHALON. It's not going to knock out BLACEPHALON because he's attacking the Oranguru, so he's going to lose his Salamence here. But it looks like he's probably doubling into the Oranguru. So if I'd have protected the Oranguru like I was originally thinking, then that would have been okay. But yeah, he's doubling into Oranguru, so if I'd have just protected it, that would have been a brilliant turn 1. But alas, I did not protect. I chickened out. Because I was expecting to just lose BLACEPHALON anyway. But I will go into STAKATAKA here. I need Tyranitar not to have low kick. It's just Clefairy, okay. Interesting. But yeah, I very much need no low kick here. I'm going to go for HP Ice into Clefairy, and I'm just going to protect here, I think. Just scouting for the low kick. And it would be very, very odd if he attacked BLACEPHALON here. But then again, if he attacks BLACEPHALON, that would mean that he won't have low kick, because you go for low kick absolutely this turn if you have it. That's weird when STAKATAKA protects. Yeah, there's the low kick, okay. So this game is not looking too good right now. So I do need to preserve my STAKATAKA now. I'm still going to HP Ice the Clefairy. I think this is a losing battle now. If I'd have brought Tapu Bulu instead of Camerupt, then things would have been really good right now. Especially because I got rid of the Salamence turn 1. Bulu would have been absolutely fantastic, but I've got Camerupt. It's going to take a reasonable amount of damage from the low kick, but the Clefairy is also, like, it's a Choice Specs Hidden Power Ice at +1 from a BLACEPHALON. That doesn't sound like too much, but this is going to two-shot this Clefairy. Maybe. Not quite. And that's way more damage than I needed. That needed to not two-shot me at all. So that's not good. Because I needed this Hidden Power Ice to two-shot the Clefairy so that the Earth Power would be redirected onto the Tyranitar. But yeah, this is not looking too good now. Okay. Helping Hand Rock Slide most likely. That would have knocked out my Camerupt, probably. I would assume so. But this might knock Clefairy out with Sand. Oh, it just knocks it out straight away, so maybe I should have gone for the Earth Power that turn. It would be nice if BLACEPHALON could dodge this Rock Slide. Yes? No? No. So now we have one more mind game. Low kick or Rock Slide. Maybe there won't be a mind game if he brings in my low tick. But we will see. There you go. No mind game. Because I'm pretty sure STAKATAKA will not take a... I did just protect with my Camerupt as well, didn't I? So I need to go for a double protect. And I need STAKATAKA to be strong enough to survive a low kick, which it most certainly will not do. So I don't get the double protect anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. So this is going to knock out STAKATAKA regardless, so... Yeah. That was a demonstration of how badly it can go. Because this team either just sweeps or gets swept. So, taking out the Salamence straight away was really nice. But if I'd have gone for Protect on Oranguru, I think I had a very reasonable chance with this game. But yeah, like I chickened out of going for that because I just expected him to return into the BLACEPHALON to take it out, and then I get nothing out of that turn. I'll just lose a Pokemon for no reason. But protecting our own Guru would have been the play. Maybe leading with Bulu would have been the play as well. No, Bulu wouldn't have been... Like, taking out the Ember Ice and then having Bulu in the back instead of Camerupt would have been the play. So yeah, a bit unfortunate, but that already demonstrates how well or how badly the team can go. Like, well, the first episode I had to make the play of the double Trick Room, but hopefully I can actually demonstrate the BLACEPHALON stuff. Like, I'm sure you can see what it's going to be, but it was really nice in practice on the showdown, climbing the showdown ladder, but hopefully we can pull off something like that in the next episode. Thanks for watching.